I'm out here by the pool. This is my second coffee of the day. Just did some push-ups. I trained extremely hard yesterday. Rated 6 out of 10 effort level on the performance. But the reason I'm making this voice note is because I am 1,000 short edit clips uploaded away from being famous, right? I am only 1,000 uploads away from absolute fame and being worshipped. 1,000 uploads away. That's really not that far when you think about it. Well, I'm 21. Lambo at 21. Need to get more shredded. But I was just thinking. I am like 100 to 200 more chest days, bench sessions away from like a 400 or 500 pound bench. The only thing separating me from my end goal is the actual work that it takes to get there. I need 5,000 to 10,000 more doors. That's what I need. 5,000 to 10,000 more doors, minimum. That's what's going to make me successful. How much more weed am I really going to fucking smoke? Am I really going to do that? Am I really going to slap God in the face and be like, I am God. I am the thing that is cause and effect. I am God. You are not God. Only God is God. You are not infinite. Only God is infinite. God, show me what I desire. And I desire a reality where I can avoid pain and chase dopamine and everything will feel good. And I guess I just have to earn the right. I have to earn the excuse to be able to do that. That's what I have to do. I need to earn that right. How do I earn this right? Can I afford to just reward myself at the end of the day? Yeah, when the work is done. Do I want to have one speed on, work, destruction, absolute king, animal destruction, and then the next minute, I'll just be laying around consuming, low effort? What do I really want? Or would it be better if I'm genuinely just feeling like I'm obsessed with the game? What would be better? And I guess, sure, I could set up all these rules for myself. I could set up all of these laws, all these rules to follow, all these different paths, all these different checklists and fucking task lists and shit like that to organize. But organizing and planning is not acting. There is no amount of standing out here in my pool. Sure, I live at a beautiful house, got a beautiful pool. There's no amount of just walking around out here speaking into my phone that's going to increase the money in my bank account. Sure, every time I speak into my phone, it strengthens the belief that I have in myself that I'm going to save the world and that I have the potential to do so much with this life. I just can't keep wasting all of this time. So if you don't have what you want, you need to get more shredded. That's all it is. It's like the best advice that one door-to-door guy gave to me, the real game for a guy making multiple 6 figures a year. He said, don't sit in the car, get obsessed with the game, get more shredded. He was like, what hours are you guys knocking? And we're like 1 to 7 o'clock, probably, maybe 1 to 7. He goes, make it 1 to 9. Bro said, become obsessed with the game. Knock when other people aren't knocking. Do nothing but fucking chase after it. You're going to win. As long as you have a target in your sights, a clear path forward, you will be all right. It doesn't matter how much pain you're in. I would rather be a soldier in the trenches getting chased down a narrow path, but at least I have a clear path forward. At least I have action to take. At least I have control and I can move in a certain direction, right? I'd rather be literally getting chased by bandits in a war zone than fucking in high school, depressed little teenager sitting in my room all day having these just, what's the word I'm looking for? Compulsive, shallow, animal, degenerate habits, like scrolling on TikTok all day, fucking eating food, doing drugs, watching porn, whatever it is. There are things that degenerate society. There are things that shove you into the imaginative state, like weed, like drugs. That is literally a demon. Things that make you forget your Christ consciousness. Things that take you away from the greatest gift God could give you, the present moment. So I'm standing here walking around my pool house, making a fucking video. And the only fucking reason I can really tell you why I'm making this is because I fucking feel like it. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no grand plan. You are an animal. You are going to trust your instincts and avoid pain and chase dopamine. Like, think of it from a biological perspective. You and your tribe of cavemen are all running around. You see a big, scary monster. Oh, that's such a powerful thing. Let me look at it. Let me just stare at it and be really scared and run the other direction. Or if you see a bunch of berries and food and sugar, you're going to gravitate towards that. You're going to start eating it. You're going to repeat that action, keep eating and eating and eating because it feels good. Dopamine is the repetition chemical. So you're supposed to repeat actions that feel good. Like, imagine you find a berry patch and then your tribe eats all the berries and then there's no more. No more dopamine, no more food. Life naturally leads you to going off to chase the next mission, right? There's a natural cutoff point out in nature where everything is perfect and everything grows perfectly. There is a natural cutoff point. You can't just eat fucking sugar and berries for 5 years straight with no end. It naturally cuts off in your stomach. The only problem with food in modern society is there are man-made addictive research chemicals in there that are designed to have the strongest dopamine hit possible to make you eat as much as you physically can. It shuts off your hunger hormones. It makes you not able to feel full. You literally will not be able to have the sensation of having food in your belly. All you're going to feel is the fucking food drug coma you're in from eating these processed foods. Take it from a man who went to rehab for drug addiction. The stuff and the chemicals they're putting in those foods literally turn off your conscious mind, your conscious ability to think, and you just go straight into the repetitive animal pathway. That's what most drugs do. That's what TikTok does. That's what drinking beer, that's what smoking weed does. That's what eating food does. That's what watching porn does. It just sends you back into that shallow, animal, repetitive pathway where your conscious mind has turned off. So what's the solution? Solution is you don't have to fight God. You don't have to fight your instincts. You don't have to just go against the grain. No man ever got anywhere just by resisting his instincts and trying to go against the grain and fucking trying and attempting and wishing and fucking what's the word I'm looking for? There's no amount of like resistance and fucking, yeah, that's the word. There's no amount of like resisting your urges and resisting your natural impulses that's going to get you where you want to go. There is so much momentum out there in the universe. If you just align yourself with that momentum, you can't fail. And I don't mean like for one day you delete all the apps off your phone and you eat healthy and you don't scroll on TikTok for one whole day, but then the next day you give up and you go back to the same thing. What I mean is, the sheer momentum it takes to break out of a spell like that, to break those limiting beliefs, those character flaws, it takes a lot of momentum. Like, it takes days and days and weeks of genuine, real, cosmetic programming. You have to program your mind differently, program it for success. Instead of having a craving and then doing that one action or seeking that one food, I have a craving and then I do some fucking push-ups, then I drink coffee. Coffee, lemon, push-ups. That's all you need. It's like I programmed my brain to think anything that took my attention away from editing my video and creating the perfect video and editing it and sending it out to the masses. Every single action, whether it be eating food, whether it be laying around, whether it be sitting on the couch, whether it be stretching or even writing in journals or writing in Google Docs or all that bullshit. It was like literally every single atom, every single second of that day. When I was conscious, it was spent chasing the goal that I put in front of my fucking eyeballs. And that's how it's always going to be. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Tate, they all just wake up, they look at their phone, and they just react to their environment with their fucking eyeballs. So if you wake up and there's a bunch of shit in your room and there's a bunch of poison everywhere and all these distractions, you have all these apps on your phone, all this social media, is there any question as to why you're distracted all the time? Like, look at what's around you. I have no apps on my phone. I walk around outside. I have a blank whiteboard. I have a super clean house, clean kitchen, no junk food, no poison, no wasting time. I mean, everybody wastes time, but you have to understand you are a product of one, your choices, like your will, your physical consciousness, your awareness, your will, and then also your environment. I could place a fucking heroin, meth head, crackhead junkie into an office job, and then he would immediately just start doing crack and he would fail out of the job. He would fucking quit. He wouldn't be able to do it because those animal pathways that have been ingrained into him for so long are hard to break. You can't fight God. You can't fight years and years and years of animal repetitive programming. Constant repetition carries conviction. Get more shredded. It's like the most successful I ever was in my entire life is when I sacrificed every other aspect of my life for this one win for volleyball. I sacrificed music, I sacrificed friends, I sacrificed my physical body, I sacrificed enjoyment, I sacrificed everything. School, everything. The only thing on my mind every second of every day was becoming the best at volleyball, was becoming better than all of those fucking kids, becoming better than those people, becoming better than my competitors every second of every day. Excuse me. So if you are not obsessed, if you don't wake up and you are literally fucking dreaming, if you are not foaming at the mouth, at the fangs, just ready to fucking sprint out there into the world and go attack the day and chase your fucking goals, then you have to figure something out. You have to get more shredded. Because, bro, dude, I'm fucking shredded. I bench pressed 295 pounds. I bench pressed nearly 300 pounds. That's crazy. 300 pound bench. Like, Jesus. And then I deadlifted 365. I've deadlifted 400 before too. And it's just like, when you look like me, when you're so shredded and you have so much coffee and you have so many things to do during the day, so many doors to knock on, so many sales to make, so much fucking action to take, so many tasks to finish, so many problems to solve, bro. I'm living life in the fast lane. It's just like, I wake up and I do whatever I feel like. Same thing with Elon Musk, same thing with Tate, same thing with Jeff Bezos. They wake up and they do whatever they feel like. It just so happens that every single one of them has an extremely clean diet and drinks coffee and works all the time and has all these problems to solve and has tons of stress and tons of shredded and tons of exercise. And it's just like, I swear to you, life can be different. You can feel like working. I wake up every day and I jump out of bed and I grab my fucking phone and then I start speaking. It's literally the easiest thing in the entire world. It takes no effort. It gives me so much dopamine. But the hardest part about it is every single day that I do this and I don't lay down and edit an entire long form TikTok with all the cuts and all the edits, I'm lying to myself because I'm not truly making an effort. I'm doing the bare minimum. And the bare minimum, that's not obsession, is it? The bare minimum would not be qualified as obsession. The bare minimum is qualified as I just don't want to fail. So pain and failure is a much stronger motivator than joy and satisfaction, which is why I was not really extremely motivated and excited and happy to go and edit these videos all day and lay on the ground and just spend my time looking on my phone editing. But what was an even stronger force was the fear and pain and shame that I felt every second that I wasted. Every time that I accidentally sat down on the couch or every time that I accidentally scrolled, I was like, fuck, I just wasted 1 second. I just committed a sin and now I must do 5 push-ups to expunge the demons. You have to get more shredded, because when you are this shredded, you literally feel weird. You feel bad if you don't work out. If I was a fat 500-pound obese motherfucker eating food every day, I would feel weird if I completely changed my diet and started lifting every day and just like stopped doing all those habits. It's like your body always wants to return to homeostasis. Repetition is hypnosis. So if you wake up every day and drink coffee, do push-ups, speak into your phone like this, and then go and knock on doors, that is going to be your new baseline. You are what you repeat. So if you want to be something different, just identify some sort of target. Maybe write it down in a fucking notebook or some shit. I don't know. Figure it out. Draw a picture of yourself being all shredded with a Lamborghini. Then the hard part is actually working towards that end goal every single day. I'm extremely guilty of this. I don't see my followers on social media increasing as much as I want. I'm not making as money as much as I want. But I know for a fact, cause and effect is very real. All of this stuff in my life did not happen for no reason. And as long as I wake up every single day and move myself closer in that direction, eventually I'll get there. So you just have to move closer to where you want to go. Get more shredded, more money, more Sigma. So get more shredded.